So the F1 2019 season is finally over, and going into 2020 I think it's a good time to look back on the year and see which race was the best and which was the worst. So before I start, I should clarify by saying this is strictly my opinion. You might disagree with me, but that's fine, I don't care, unless you're saying this was race of the year, then you're insane. But anyway, let's begin by talking about the best the season had to offer. When looking at a poll from the F1 website, we can see the 5 most well-received races this year were the British Grand Prix at Silverstone, the German Grand Prix at Hockenheim, the Austrian Grand Prix at the Red Bull Ring, the Brazilian Grand Prix at Interlagos, and the Italian Grand Prix at Monza. It goes without saying all 5 were fantastic races, but for me, I'd say Brazil would have to be the best, only slightly edging out Germany. Now admittedly, the first 20 or 30 laps weren't all that amazing. You had some action like Ricciardo sending Magnussen into a spin on lap 8 and Kubica blocking Verstappen in the pit lane on lap 22. But it wouldn't be until lap 52 when Bottas brought out the safety car and things really started to get good, with Leclerc and Vettel ending each other's race and Hamilton and Gasly drag racing to the line on the final lap, resulting in the youngest podium ever in F1, with Verstappen, Gasly and Sainz only having a combined age of 71. To put that into perspective, the oldest ever podium was the 1950 Swiss Grand Prix, when Giuseppe Farina, Luigi Fagioli and Louis Rosier had a combined age of 139. Anyway, back to the question at hand, why do I think this was the best of the season? Well, to put it simply, it was easily just the most unexpected and surprising. In Germany, for instance, we already knew it would be a wet race, so plenty of DNFs were incoming, and we knew Hamilton was ill and probably wouldn't be on his A game, which gave us a pretty solid idea that the race would be amazing and there could be the chance of a midfield car on the podium. And the race did turn out to be amazing, and there was a midfield car on the podium. But no one could have predicted that in Brazil, of the 6 drivers in the top teams, only one of them finished in the top 6 during a completely dry race with no rain whatsoever. Also, Alonso must be feeling suicidal knowing that the year after he leaves, there'd be a Honda-powered 1-2 finish and a McLaren in 3rd. But anyway, in my opinion, Brazil was race of the season for me, closely followed by Germany. But for all the good Grand Prix, there's also the bad ones, and this year had its fair share of them. The Chinese Grand Prix at Shanghai, the Russian Grand Prix at Sochi, the French Grand Prix at Le Castellet, the Azerbaijan Grand Prix at Baku, and the Spanish Grand Prix at Barcelona were all just so bad. China marked the sport's 1000th ever Grand Prix, so it had a lot to live up to, but completely failed and produced a pretty dull race with barely any memorable moments. Azerbaijan was another boring race this year with not much to remember, which is odd since it produced 2 fantastic races back to back in 2017 and 2018. But I don't think I need to argue that the French Grand Prix was without a doubt the most boring race this season. The race was Mercedes' 8th win in a row, and it was about this time where people were seriously questioning F1, saying the sport must change or it'll die, since the race was just that bad. The race was made worse by the fact that apart from Bahrain and arguably Monaco, all the races so far have been awful. It wouldn't be until the Austrian Grand Prix a week later where we would finally get a string of brilliant races. So, why was this race so bad? I'd say it's the track itself that's at fault, since the iconic black, blue and red stripes lining the runoff makes it seem like there's no consequence for mistakes. For example, at a classic track like Monza or Silverstone, if you leave the track you'll probably end up in the gravel or in a wall. Whereas at Paul Ricard, if you overshoot a corner, you can just carry on going and really exploit the track limits. But regardless, it doesn't change the fact that this was, without question, the worst race of the year, and I don't think many people would argue otherwise. So there we go. In my opinion, the French Grand Prix was the worst, and Brazil was the best. And I just want to again say, this is my opinion. Feel free to say in the comments if you disagree with me, that's fine. To conclude, if I had to put every race in order from worst to best, it would go France, China, Spain, Azerbaijan, Australia, Abu Dhabi, Russia, Mexico, Japan, Canada, Singapore, USA, Monaco, Belgium, Hungary, Bahrain, Italy, Britain, Austria, Germany and Brazil. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, comment and share. And yeah, I don't know if I'm going to upload before Christmas, so Merry Christmas if I don't upload until the 25th. I think this video I'll upload on the 21st or 22nd, I'm not quite sure yet. But anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.